We are blessed that we have today Acharya Sri Shivam ji with us. He is the Dean at MIT Group of Institutions and he is supporting the mission of World Peace from World Peace Dome. He is also founder of Shivam Foundation, and which is an international non-profit educational humanitarian organization. He also actively speaks and conducts programs on awakening leadership consciousness, inner journey, joyous living, purposeful living, and he has also covered more than 5 lakh people through programs for corporates like Mahindra, Jio, Axis Bank, International Women's Leadership Forum, and more. And he regularly writes for Business HR Magazine and People Matters. He also supports causes of child well-being through Balbhog, Serving the Divine, and Jivan Daini, the tree plantation program, a project to plant 7 lakhs trees. Let's put our hands together and welcome Acharya Sri Shivam.
That's fine. I can actually, it would be great. Very good morning, everyone. So, how many days have passed since you are in MIT now? 2 days? Okay. So, almost you are very new, right? I still remember in 2022 when I came in this hall to address 30-year students and how the environment was. So after that, in this hall, I'm coming for the second time. So usually I address people in the ground, which probably you are going to experience in the induction program. And there are other various platforms where we do our programs with large number of people. But since today we are meeting for the very first time, I would like to know how many people are from Pune? Okay. How many of you are outside Pune? Okay. How many of you are from Maharashtra? Okay. And how many out of Maharashtra? Okay, great. So we will begin our session with something which will create curiosity and a question. Because I believe not in teaching something, rather generating an inquiry. Because when I was in school, when I was in college, I was always preached by the professors, the authorities, the HODs. So I said one thing to myself, that whenever I am going to explore life, I am not going to teach anything. Because the best teaching is not to teach anything, rather to become something so that people can watch you and they can understand what the real life is. When we talk about life, what is life? For me, life is nothing but an experience. Every moment there is a different experience, and every moment we are exploring life. So today we are talking about Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. How many of you are aware of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam? Okay. So those who are not aware of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, it would be great joy to know about it. So my introduction is not required, already given. So there is a term in Sanskrit called Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. It simply means truth is one. The wise call it by many names. So as you are from various backgrounds, various caste, color, gender, but there is something which unites you, isn't it? Okay, so before that, before I proceed, I would like to ask one question to yourself. Since you all have mentioned it's been 2 days, you are in MIT. Before MIT, you were somewhere else, right? But now you can call yourself MITians. But what were you before 2 days? Or 3 months back? Or 6 months back? Can someone tell? Okay. Can someone give mic? Because I believe in dialogue. I believe in dialogue. So I would like to make this session more interactive and more joyous and probably humorous as well. You know, when in these gatherings, when mic doesn't work, it's a moment of laughter, so you all can laugh. When we will take a pledge, when things won't go in a right direction, we will laugh. Okay? So that we can avoid stress. You know, sometimes I've seen many speakers when they are on the stage and things don't go right, they become nervous, oh my God, what has happened and all that. But whenever things doesn't work, take a moment and just laugh. Because this too shall pass. What about the mic? Moment of laughter. Okay. So, yeah, you can speak.
हेलो.
एक ही काम करता है ऐसा कुछ है क्या हेलो हेलो या थैंक यू या अभी 2 दिन हुए हैं कोई बात नहीं आप समझेंगे बहुत अच्छी साउंड टीम है हमारी नाउ इट्स वर्किंग द सेकंड माइक आज लगता है पूरे सेशन में हंसना ही पड़ेगा व्हाट्स योर नेम यू कम हियर
हेलो हेलो चेक चेक.
छोड़ो माइक को एक से ही चलाएंगे
हेलो.
Yash,
यश ओके सो बिफोर 2 days यश यू आर नॉट MITian राइट सो हु वर यू
NEET aspirant. NEET aspirant.
हाँ
NEET aspirant.
नीड एस्पिरेंट क्या बात है ताली बजा दो भैया इसके लिए वेरी गुड प्लीज ओके एनीवन एल्स ओके कैन यू प्लीज पास द माइक या
Before 2 days or even before 6 months ago, I was a student and a human being.
ओके ग्रेट 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 ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज ऑल राइट एनीवन एल्स हु एल्स वुड लाइक टू से एनीवन फ्रॉम द बैक पता चलना चाहिए कि सुन रहे हैं पीछे वाले भी so much commotion happened are you discovering someone from this row you you know in these gatherings what happen when you point someone तो वो पीछे देखने लगते हैं okay yeah Mike
I was like not doing anything. I was just a Narayanite, honestly. Didn't have anything to do after all those exams.
okay 2 years back
Narayanite.
okay please have a seat So we all are coming from a, you want to say something? Okay. Mike? Now I can see happy faces. When I entered, everybody was like, "Pata nahi kya hone wala hai yahan pe."
So my
Go
name
on.
is Venkatesh. So I was a struggling aspirant, confused in life, finding my purpose.
ज़्यादा इमोशनल हो गए.
I mean, like till I 2 days back, until I entered this college, I was very confused. Like, what should I pursue in my career? And
Finally,
like,
you got it.
yeah, finally I've got it. It's
Sure.
a clear, this field is
Now
very.
you're not confused.
No,
Huh?
it's very.
Sure.
The picture is set, clarity मिल गई है.
क्या
And
बात है. Huge round of applause for him. Okay, great. So all right. So we all are coming from different backgrounds, different family culture, gender अलग है, caste अलग है, creed अलग है. But all are from India, right? Okay. So what is that which has changed? Your titles, right? Agree? The title you are holding right now, this will also change after a while. So what is that which is not changing? Huh? Okay. Just think. Don't worry about that. Just keep collecting the questions. And whatever slide is, just have a look and just watch it. So truth is one, the wise call it by many names. How many of you know Rumi? Okay. Baki nahi pata? Okay. So he was a Sufi mystic from Iran. He has explored life in a very different way. He was a spiritual but not spiritual. He was really spiritual but not religious. So he said something, you are not drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. When we say we all are coming from different culture, different background, we feel fragmented, divided. But when we understand that who we are, then there is a shift. And that shift can help us to understand more about ourselves. Today we are going to talk about one world, one family. You know, many times the biggest challenge is we are unable to adapt. Why? Because we dissociate ourselves with the other person, be it on the basis of color, gender, or there are so many things. So the humanity is totally fragmented. So I've created this model, fragmentation of humanity, which I'm going to talk about. You all can see one world, one family, and there are different people from different culture. Can you see all that? Okay. So there is a prism of consciousness. How many of you know about consciousness? Anyone? Okay. You may raise your hand so that the mic can reach you. Yeah.
being aware of yourself and your surroundings.
Okay. Being aware of yourself and the surrounding. All right. Anyone else?
Being physically and mentally present.
Being physically and mentally present. Okay. Anything else? Just think. What is consciousness? There's so many reflective exercises we are going to do now. Okay.
It is a state of self awareness to know who we are.
Okay, great. So, to know oneself, to know who we are, physically or mentally present, all right. So, there is a source. There is a source. Just remember this, there is a source, whatever name you want to call it. How many of you remember the model of Vibgyor? कुछ लोग सोच रहे हैं सुना सुना सा तो लग रहा है ये फिजिक्स में सबने पढ़ा है 7th क्लास में ओके एक प्रिज्म होता है लाइट उसमें से पास होती है क्या होता है 7th रिपीट कर रहे हैं दोबारा एग्जैक्टली one day I was just sitting and I was just reflecting and this model came and I planned this. So there is a source which you can say the light. All right. So when light is passing through the prism, there are various colors of truth, bliss, peace, wisdom, courage, compassion, and love. These are the qualities. These are the qualities. And how to experience this prism of consciousness. When we say about the source, it simply means our real nature, okay, who we are. Those qualities are going further through the prism of consciousness, and these all qualities, which you all can see, are coming from the source. But the question is, why we are unable to experience the prism of consciousness? Why we are unable to tap to our source?
Yes, because of delusion.
Because of division, okay, very good.
Not division, delusion.
Delusion, okay. Okay, because of delusion. Who else would like to say? Why we are unable to experience or tap into the source? Anyone from this row? आप लोगों के लिए भी है ये. Anyone? Who? Okay.
Maybe we overthink a little too much about the things. They are not being thought that way.
Very close, very close. We overthink, yes. What happens when we overthink? Who said this? Who said? Okay, we judge ourselves, okay? Very good. The source is present within us, but we are trying to find out somewhere else. Someone from the back also raised, है ना?
I think we assume a lot of things already before we even get, we even give it a chance. So I think that is.
Yeah. Yes, we assume lot of things, And because of those assumptions, we take a different route from where the truth is. And because of that, we are away from the truth. Anyone else? Let's explore more, na? Some more ideas. Just think out of the box. Challenge yourself. Why we are unable to tap to our full potential, to the truth, to the source. Okay? We are disconnected from the reality. All right. So we have explored multiple answers. The problem is, if I ask you to close your eyes, let's say, will you be able to see anything outside? No. Exactly the same with our core. Because we are so much into the trap of overthinking, we don't have time to be with ourselves. I totally agree with overthinking, with delusion. Yes, that's a fact. And the more you are in this trap, the more you are away from the reality. So now the question is it possible for me, just ask this question to yourself, is it possible for me to experience the truth? Just ask this question to yourself. Is this possible for me to experience the truth? Or, before that, there is a question which comes, do I really feel that I should know the truth? Or is it okay to live in an illusion? Sometimes illusions are also good. Sometimes people like to hallucinate things. They would like to have a marijuana and just hallucinate. That's also another form of joy. But what are we doing with ourselves? Do we really want to explore that space which is unknown, which is unexplored? Do I really want to explore that? And if the answer is yes, okay, yes, I want to explore, then the question comes, is it possible for me to experience the truth? You may like to say anything? Yes, no? And if yes, then why? And if no, then why? Anyone? Okay. You want to say something? Oh, you are the cameraman. I saw his hand like this and I thought, he's a student. Okay. Who would like to say? It's a deep question, but just think through. There is nothing which is impossible. Okay?
Sometimes we should just try to stick to the facts. We should try to stick to the reality, because if we keep imagining about all these things, so maybe we can, like, we sometimes take impulsive actions. So that might not help us to see the truth which is there just in front of us. So yeah.
Okay. So now the counter question is, how to do that?
Um,
Let's suppose you are in such a situation. Let's assume you are in a situation. How to do that? Philosophically, we can understand, but when we talk about the practicality, how to do that? Because ultimately, We cannot live in a philosophical world, right?
First, we need to identify and understand the problem that we are facing, like, which is not trying to let us see the truth and all that. So, first, we need to identify and understand the issue, and then we need to think about it in a practical manner, like, leaving our emotions aside, and then maybe we can try to see the truth.
What's your name?
Jivika.
Huge round of applause for Jivika. This is very important to identify. So first you have to analyze. And the moment you analyze, you can identify the issue. Because automatically we are habitual to take action without going deeper, without understanding the fact. So understanding the fact is very important. The moment you understand the fact, the clarity comes. Now the question is, what are the ways, or rather I should say, what are the tools and techniques through which we can explore this space to seek clarity? In order to seek clarity and remove confusion, what can we do? Let me put it this way. Okay, for instance, okay. Anyone else?
Other than working on others' opinions, we should make our opinions.
Okay. No, that's perfectly okay. We should focus on our opinion. But now we have explored this much. But now we are going deeper and exploring what are the tools and techniques through which we can explore this space. Okay, what's your name? Gayatri. Huge round of applause for Gayatri. कितनी धीरे बजा रहे हैं यार. नाश्ता किया था क्या? नहीं? उस हिसाब से तो बहुत तेज बजा दिया. मैंने भी नहीं किया. ओके, गायत्री ने बहुत अच्छी बात बोली, and I totally agree with this. Yes, this is true. You know, meditation is the only way through which you can seek clarity. Meditation is the only way through which you can understand the confusion, because understanding the confusion is very important. Finding answer is not that important. Understanding the confusion is important. Because when you understand the confusion, then there is a possibility to read the pattern. Sometimes you make the similar mistakes. Agree or no? Why? Because there is a repetitive action, and through that repetitive action, you are continuously following that pattern, and you are unable to break that. So how to break that pattern? To understand the confusion. And how to understand the confusion? Through seek clarity. And how to seek clarity? The meditation is the only way. So there is a research by Harvard on benefits of meditation. It says stress reduction through meditation. This is very common. Reduce stress by 14%. There is a meditation apps. Nowadays it is very popular. So one of the research says it reduced stress by 14%. Georgetown University medical research says, Washington DC 1993, 4,000 practitioners meditated with the intention of reducing violent crime. And the results are very surprising. 23.3% decrease in crime rate. Can you imagine? Cognitive and academic performance. Mindfulness practices in classrooms led to a 9% to 15.4% improvement In students, grade points, averages, GPAs. Mental health improvements. Anxiety dropped from 33.3% to 1.7%. Now, emotional and psychological, this is very important since you are very new. So many relationships, so many breakups, so many block kar diya, unfriend kar diya, unfollow kar diya. Don't dare to see me again. तो उनके लिए well-being 8.55% improvement in physical health and a 7.18% psychological health in 8 weeks. Meditation was associated with a 35% lower risk of high cholesterol, 14% lower risk of high blood pressure, 30% lower risk of diabetes, and 24% lower risk of stroke. So this is not only to seek clarity, but to have an overall well-being. There is a physical well-being for which you can go to gym, bit yoga. There is a mental well-being for which you can calm and relax. There is emotional well-being for which you can have your friend or someone with whom you have a connection. And there is a fourth one called spiritual well-being. And if you focus on all these 4 areas, then you can create a winning personality, which is a motto of MIT also. But there is a difference between motto and truth. I simply say the facts. There is a motto of MIT, but where are we standing right now? I to simply challenge everybody. Because I believe in truth and I believe in the fact. So the motto of MIT is creating winning personality. It says physically fit, mentally alert, emotionally strong, and spiritually elevated. I see all, but spiritually elevated, I'm just figuring out where. So I'm focusing on that area. And have you seen World Peace Dome? How many have seen World Peace Dome? Okay. So maybe next time, I'll request ma'am to create a session in World Peace Dome. It would be a great joy to collectively sit in silence and feel the vibe. It has a different aura. Someday definitely we all will plan. So when we collectively sit, just sit, sitting and doing nothing. It's a Zen practice. How many of you know Zen, Z-E-N? How many of you are aware of that? Okay. So those who do not know, the teachings of Zen says no teaching. No teaching is the best teaching. It is the golden words can only be said in silence. These are the teachings of Zen. They don't believe in knowledge, they believe in wisdom. And always remember, my friends, where knowledge ends, wisdom begins. For knowledge, you have to read books. For wisdom, you have to go deeper within and understand yourself. So, you all have seen this research. Now, we'll do some affirmations. So first, let's close your eyes. Take a moment, relax your hands, relax your body. I know you all are feeling hungry, just forget for that moment. And you know the moment you say, forget that moment will come to you. So just focus on yourself, focus on your breath, and just ask yourself, how am I doing physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? How am I doing physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? And just relax your whole body. Don't pressurize yourself too much. Just be at ease. Inhale and exhale gently and deeply. And let your breath settle into your mind. Your mind is totally relaxed and at ease. Just be at ease. And when you are totally at ease, you are in the present moment. Just feel the joy of the present moment, which is a gift, which is a blessing. And just look into yourself in the real you, which is you, your best friend, your true self, the reality. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Be aware of your breath and feel your body from your head to toe. Just be aware of your whole body, the space in which you are sitting. Be aware of that space. Rub your both the palms, put it on your face, and gently, with a very gentle smile, you can open your eyes. And the person sitting next to you, on your left and right, just share this smile with them. And just figure out, smile is so contagious. And the one who's not smiling, stare that guy and smile. Okay, so this is how you can enjoy the present moment. This is how you can be in the moment. So whenever you feel distracted, whenever you feel, oh, samajh nahi aa raha hai, why he's not replying to my text, why she's not replying to my text. So you can do that, all right? And you can see, how many of you know Kabir? The Sufi mystic? Okay, great. So Kabir says, I am in you, not in temples or mosques. Meera says, the world is a house of love. That's a beautiful topic. I love to talk about love. You know, there are three things. One is the chemistry of body. You are all engineers. Those who are from the space of science, they understand the chemistry of body. Then there is a chemistry of mind. The philosophers, psychoanalysts, hypnotherapists, they focus on mind. They bit know about chemistry of mind. But the Sufi mystics, they only know chemistry of love. And chemistry of love is something very divine and something very beyond. It is not only the physical appearance of the other person and getting attracted. It is something deeper and meaningful. You know, there are many people who are constantly in fear. Sometimes when I ask, why you are so fearful? So I got a reply that I seriously don't know the issue, why I am fearful. But there is an unknown fear, and I don't know why. So I simply say one thing, the absence of love is fear. Always remember, the absence of love is fear. So when you are in fear, it means you're not experiencing love. In that moment, you have to just close your eyes and just be with yourself. And always remember, my friends, you cannot cultivate love. You know, many people say practice compassion, practice this, practice that. You cannot do that. It has to blossom within. You can plant a seed. But can you ask a seed, ki, oh plant, please come, please come? You can't do that. But you can just drop the question and let everything emerges on its own. I believe in imperfections. There is a Japanese term called wabi-sabi. Anyone, have you heard this? So in wabi-sabi, they simply say, embrace the imperfections. You know, sometimes when we look in the mirror, थोड़ा गड़बड़ है, थोड़ा ठीक कर लेते हैं. We have to be perfect. Every time there is no need to be perfect. Sometimes imperfections are so beautiful because nature is imperfect. Nature is not perfect. So as we, because we are connected to the nature. And the more we are connected to the nature, we are actually connected to the nature, but because of the worldly, chaotic drama, geopolitical situations, or etc., we are disassociated and we are not aligned with the nature. The more we are connected with the nature, the more we experience that coordination between the self and the nature. And once we understand the truth of the nature, then we experience the reality within. And then there is no difference between I and you. So there is a term which I always talk in my lectures. One thing is I and you. When I operate from my ego consciousness, from the space of my ego, I will say I and you. So there is a differentiation between you and me. But when I say you are another me and I am another you, then there is a total different perspective. Then you can feel that Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, or one world, one family. Then there is a oneness. You know, one thing, people talk about big things. We all are one world, one family. But are they living? We can give 1,000 lectures on world, one family. But unless we experience that, because ultimately it has to start from the individual. An individual creates the society. And that society is the world. But we are trying to change the society without realizing that what is the problem with myself. So the problem is here, but I am trying to change other people. But the moment I change myself, everything changes. There is a term in Sanskrit called Yatha Drishti, Tatha Srishti. How you see things, the whole world will change. So these are the affirmations which now we will practice. Please stand up on your seats. And there is a small pledge. This is for yourself, not for others. So just repeat after me. Let us rise, not in anger, but in awareness. Let us rise, not in anger, but in awareness. Let us fight, not with weapons, but with wisdom. Let us fight, not with weapons, but with wisdom. Let us live as one world, one family. Let us live as one world, one family. Please have a seat. The person sitting next to you, shake hands. हाथ मिला लो उससे. यहीं से शुरू करते हैं. All right. So, how many of you know Thich Nhat Hanh? Anyone? So he was a Buddhist monk. He used to stay in Vietnam. He was an ambassador of peace. He has received a Nobel Prize in peace. He said, if we are peaceful, if we are happy, we can smile and blossom like a flower. And everyone in our family, our entire society will benefit from our peace. There are things which are very contagious: peace, love, compassion, truth. When you experience that peace within, no matter what the situation is outside, people will feel the vibrations. Many of you have seen, I'm sure, while looking at someone's personality, you can judge. This person is so aggressive. होता है ना, कोई कोई आता है तो लगता है कि भाई ये टीचर तो लगता मारी डालेगी, और कोई कोई होता है, ऐसा होता है कि वेरी कामिंग सूदिंग पर्सनालिटी. यू वांट टू टॉक, you want to interact, or rather you want to share your things with a person. What is that? It is all vibrations. So how you are within, you radiate that vibrations around you. So when next time someone says this person is not looking good, or I'm not feeling good about that person, it simply means the vibrations the person is emitting is not smooth, is not flowy. But if you change your vibrations, you can definitely make a shift. Because ultimately your aura is everything. And I say to Gen Z, your vibe is your tribe. Agree? So if you are vibing at a higher frequency, then you attract that. Your friend circle decides your vibration. Your friend circle decides your aura. If you are not friends with, लग रहा है कि मेरे तो दोस्ती खराब हैं सारे, तो वो खराब नहीं है. What you have done with yourself is the question. वो तो जैसे हैं वो हैं ही. How you are. सब एक दूसरे को देख रहे हैं. So the important thing is to be peaceful, no matter what the situation is. मार्क्स कम आ रहे हैं, ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं, होता है. It happens. Sometimes situations are not always happy. Right? Human beings हैं तो stress भी होगा, anxiety भी होगी. But how to manage and navigate in that situation is the question. So there is a famous mystic. How many of you know Osho? Okay. He says, no meditation, no life. No meditation, no life. He also says, unless meditation becomes the center of your being, the world is going to remain in turmoil. Meditation is the only way to move from the animal to the divine. War comes from unconsciousness, peace comes from awareness. And Albert Einstein, the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. So now is the time to do something. First, do for yourself, and then raise your voice. Because only coward people will not raise their voice. If you are fully convinced, that conviction will speak. That will make you a leader. Who knows tomorrow who will be a great scientist, who will be a Nobel laureate? Your personality will decide your future. So let us not watch, let us wake up. And my whole purpose is to wake up the humanity. This is my ultimate purpose. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not here to teach, but to wake you all up, but to awake you. And how many of you know Mirabai? This everybody knows. So Mirabai says, "Mere to Girdhar Gopal, dusra na koi." So what is that? She has explored that inner space. She has gone through that inner journey. And in that core, in that space, she has found the divine, the Krishna, or whatever the name is. Because the truth is nameless, timeless, formless, omnipresent, very luminous. Kabir says, "Jin khoja tin paiyan gehre pani pet, मैं बपुरा बूढ़न डरा रहा किनारे बैठ." So those who are not taking the first step, you have to dive deeper. It's an act of courage. You have to be very courageous in order to know the reality, in order to know the truth. So you have to go deeper, then only you will find the pearls. How many of you have explored the inner sea? Okay, very good. So when you go into the sea, there is fish nahi bhai, ऊपर waves होती है ना, the ripples of waves. But when you go deeper, there is a silence. When you go deeper, you will find pearls. So as when you go deeper from that ripples of thoughts, of your emotions, you find silence, and in that silence, you will find pearls. And those pearls are pearls of wisdom. How many of you know Bulle Shah? Okay. So he was also a very famous mystic. He has written in Punjabi. I would like to read it for you. पढ़ पढ़ इल्म हजार किताबां कदे अपने आप नू पढ़िया ही नहीं जा जा वड़दे मंदिर मसीती कदे मन अपने आप वड़िया नहीं ਐਵੇਂ ਲੜਦਾ ਹੈ ਸ਼ੈਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਦਿਆ ਕਦੀ ਨਫਸ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਂਖੇ ਪੀਰ ਬੁੱਲੇ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਆਸਮਾਨੀ ਫੜਨਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੜਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ he says you are keep on reading so many books but have you read the book of self? When people ask me recommend some good book, I simply say one thing: there is only one book which I would like to recommend, and that is the book of self. Unless you have read the book of self, there is no point reading 1,000 books. He said you are keep on going to mosques, temples, but have you ever gone deeper within? Because that is the place where God resides. And you are constantly fighting. He is bad, he is good, he is from that religion, from that caste. But the real fight is you with yourself, with your evils, with your negativities, with your negative emotions. The real fight is that. Okay, now the question is, who am I? Take a moment, close your eyes, keep your spine straight. It's a very beautiful practice. And ask this question to yourself, not from your mind, but from your heart. Because mind is full of thoughts. We all have accumulated so many thoughts. But we will not get the right answer when we try to find answers from our mind. So this answer has to come from you, from the core, from the real self. Just take a moment and drop this question to yourself: who am I? Who am I beyond my identity? Who am I beyond my gender? Who am I beyond my organization, my college? Everything. What is that which remains? Take a moment, sit in silence for 30 seconds with this question: who am I? Inhale and exhale, gently and deeply. Now gently open your eyes. Take out your phones. scan this. There are questionnaire which I have prepared for you. Just take a moment and just write whatever you feel like. Two minutes, then we will proceed. All of you can scan at the back. Any difficulty? If you face any difficulty, you can come in the front. Everybody done? Or still work in progress? Those who are done, please raise your hands. Okay. 1 minute more. How many of you are still working? Okay. How many of you are done? Okay. 25% are pending. 30 seconds more, and then we are done. Okay, so those who are done, there's a question for you. Let's talk about the learnings of today. So, there is a personal message for all of you. So, what is your key takeaway from today's session? Let us do a small revision. What is your takeaway? Who would like to speak? Mike? Mike.
That problem seems so big from outside until and unless you see inside of yourself.
Very nice. What's your name?
Akarshi Chahan.
Acharya Sri Shivam. Huge round of applause for Acharya. Okay. Who's next? Okay. The world changes the way you see it. What's your name? Arya. Round of applause for Arya. Who's next? Self-reflection and meditation. Clarity and better understanding of yourself. Okay, very good. Yeah, you.
It's very much important to balance all the four levels, that is mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. That will really help us to live a better and a healthy life.
Very nice. What's your name?
Jivika.
Jivika. Thank you, Jivika. Yes. Mike.
The way through all of us can be connected is love and friendship.
Wonderful. What's your name?
Gayatri.
Gayatri. Great. Someone from the back. Who would like to speak from the back? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you.
That when you are feared of something, it is because you don't have love in your life. So, like, you should start loving yourself first so that all the fear in your life gets eradicated.
Very nice. What's your name?
Riti. Riti.
Riti. Okay, great, Riti. Someone from this row. यहाँ से कोई नहीं आया. ऐसा लग रहा है कि बाकी सब बालकनी में बैठे हैं और बाकी लोग वो कह रहे हैं कि हमें समझ नहीं आया. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि समझ नहीं आया, क्योंकि दो ही केसेस में क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते, या तो सब समझ आ जाए कुछ नहीं आए. तो कौन से वाला है? सब आ गया. ओके. व्हाट आर योर की टेकअवेज?
Always ask yourself first.
Always ask yourself first.
And
It's okay, it's okay. Whatever comes. Okay, great. You? First tell your name.
My name is Anuva. Anuva.
Anuva, okay, Anuva. तो आज आपने क्या सीखा? What did you learn?
To be mentally happy
To be mentally happy.
and
Okay.
not overthink though.
And not
so much.
overthink. Okay, great. Yeah.
Sometimes in life we have to choose that path which is easier rather than tougher path, because at that point that's the best option for us and our mental peace.
Wonderful. Great. First tell your name.
Sir, my name is Ishwari. I think it's all game of our mindsets. We should be aware of our Atman first. So we would be less delusional in good way.
Very nice. It's all mindset. Yes. When you shift your mindset, you can actually shift everything. Self-reflection is the path to perfection. What's your name? Shavin. Round of applause for Shavin. Great. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Shravani, and I think first we should start respecting ourselves instead of expecting it from someone else. Because when we expect, most of the times we are actually let down. When we respect ourselves, we just keep that we have a vibe, and that makes others respect us. So, and love us ourselves. So, that's what I think.
Very good, very good. Yes. And you know, the important part is self-love and self-acceptance. Most of the time we are unable to accept ourselves, we are unable to love ourselves. And we think people are unable to love and people are unable to accept. So the journey has to start from here. So this is the key learning. Okay, who's next? Mentally and emotionally stable for self-growth. Okay, great. What else? You are sitting very serious. I would like to ask you, what's your name? Yeah. Guru Nath. Why you are so serious? You're not serious? Now you're smiling. Now you're not serious. Yes. In the present moment, you're not serious. In the past moment, you were serious. Okay? So what are your key learnings?
To take our decision first rather than listening to others.
So, आज ले लेंगे. आज ले लेंगे. Okay, great. All right. So now, another question. What are the practices which you would like to do from today onwards? Let's talk about something practical. ये तो ठीक है key learnings हो गई, पर अब करेंगे क्या आज से? ऐसा कुछ लगता हो जो करना चाहिए? Okay, first you then me. हाँ. Meditation. Okay, what's your name? Diksha. Huge round of applause. Stay in the present moment and aware of oneself. Okay, wonderful. What else? कुछ तो चल रहा है अंदर, बोलने का मन है, बोल दो. अच्छा यही तो एक बार और बोल दो, थोड़ा अलग तरीके से. कुछ होता है जब हम नहीं बोल पाते ना, ऐसा लगता है मैं रह गया. हाँ बोलो.
Yeah, reflecting on yourself and meditation, yoga, spending time alone whenever you feel low. In fact, you can find someone you want to talk to freely so that you can express your feelings to them.
Great, great.
Stop overthinking, biggest.
Stop overthinking. All right. आज से सब overthinking बंद. Okay.
You can't always talk to everyone about how you're feeling, and like you said, you're your own best friend. So I feel like journaling is a way through which you can think and write your thoughts so that, you know, when things are out in the world on that paper, you feel very light, and
Very
that's
good.
the best way to self
Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, you all can practice this. This is a very nice practice. How many of you know about journaling? How many of actually do? Okay. So you can actually start practicing journaling. So sometimes, as you rightly mentioned, you should not share your feelings with everybody, because many times people can judge you, they may think something else. But it's okay. You can start journaling. And with that journal, you can experience yourself and you can see yourself from a third person's point of view. So that helps actually in self reflection. Okay? What other practices? Mhm.
I feel the most important practice that we need to inculcate in ourselves is like to keep our body moving. Because I like by walking or exercising or like by doing anything, because I feel when we move our body instead of just sitting or just like laying down scrolling through our phones, so that kind of makes us feel depressed and not so good. But when we move our body, even if we like walk for like 10 minutes, our mind gets refreshed instantly, and we kind of get the clarity of thoughts. We stop overthinking about things, and also our like we physically get strengthened. So yeah, it's very important to keep our body moving.
Very good, very good. In corporates, when I talk about physical and emotional agility, so it's a very common thing that people are sitting in front of a laptop or the system and they're working like a stone till the time someone says hello. We say, yeah, I'm alive. So from physical agility, from emotional agility, you can bring shift in your life, and you are born to walk, not to live a life of a stone. Okay. So before we conclude the session, anything anyone would like to say? Okay. Stop worrying about the world and trying to reconnect with yourself. Okay.
First of all, we have to do is time management and getting out of our comfort zone.
Okay. Very good to see you are out of your comfort zone. Great. Hmm.
Sir, I have a question actually.
Okay.
So, as I usually do journaling and meditation, etc., sometimes when I need it. But what if, these things doesn't help sometimes? Like, what would you suggest we do so we can get ourselves mentally at peace?
See, first of all, don't seek anything. Don't seek anything. Sometimes people ask me, we are meditating to seek something. The moment you are sitting in a meditation to seek something, you are not meditating. Meditation is simply no thoughts, right? And forcibly, you can't force yourself to meditate. That's a torture. Then it would become violence. So never do violence with yourself, first of all. Be at ease. Okay. When you are totally at ease, happy, joyful, that state will bring you in the present moment. In that present moment, just sit quietly, just sit still with yourself, and just be very gentle with yourself. And very naturally and organically, you will experience that your situation is totally changed. Just try this. When you wake up in the morning, I'll give you a very small tip. When you wake up in the morning, before you watch your phones, सबसे पहले लगता है कि उसका मैसेज आया कि नहीं आया, let me check. उसका छोड़ो मैसेज आया कि नहीं आया. तुम अपना चेक करो कि तुम्हारा मैसेज आया कि नहीं आया. Just close your eyes, sit quietly on your bed. And if you are lying, no need to wake up. बस सो मत जाना आँख बंद करके दोबारा से. ऐसा होता है कई बार. मैंने किसी को प्रैक्टिस बोली, वो आंख बंद करके बोला मैं कर रहा था, फिर मैं 4 घंटे बाद उठा और मुझे लगा अरे वो मेरी प्रैक्टिस भी नहीं हुई, मेरा ऑफिस भी गया और काम भी गया, सब गया. सो डोंट डू दैट. इफ़ यू आर कंफर्टेबल डूइंग दिस प्रैक्टिस तो खड़े हो जाओ, लेटे रहो, इट्स अप टू यू. बट द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज 5 minutes in the morning, just give it to yourself without any thoughts, without thinking about आज क्या होगा, कल क्या हुआ, उसने क्या कहा, उसने रिप्लाई नहीं किया, उसका ब्लू टिक आ गया लेकिन उसने मुझे मैसेज नहीं किया. दिस इज ऑल्सो बिगेस्ट इशू. वो चेक कर रहे हैं पोस्ट पे कितने लाइक्स आ गए, देखते हैं अभी बढ़ा क्या कुछ. सो दीज आर ऑल एजिटेशन. कुछ होना नहीं है उससे. पहले बहुत मेहनत करके रील बनाते हैं, फिर बहुत मेहनत करके देखते हैं लाइक्स कितने आए. तो इट्स अ नेचुरल टेंडेंसी. तो उस मोमेंट के लिए बाद में देख लेना, उस मोमेंट के लिए जस्ट फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग and 5 minutes just be with yourself, totally undivided attention, and just be very gentle and calm with yourself. Do this for 21 days. 22nd day you will thank me. Okay, another question anyone has, or shall we conclude? या बहुत हो गया, नाश्ता नहीं मिला, मुझे भी नहीं मिला. ठीक है, shall we conclude? Okay, thank you so much once again, and warm welcome to all of you. MIT में आप सबका स्वागत है, and stay blessed, be happy, lots of love, blessings to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya Sri Shivam ji, so much for giving such an insightful session to all the new students. I'd like to now invite our HOI, our dear Dr. Renu ma'am, to kindly come on the stage, felicitate Acharya Sri Shivam ji, and also say a few words.
Good morning, dear students. I hope you are enjoying the sessions. I have been getting good feedback from all the resource persons we have had for all the sessions we have concluded. And I'm so happy that today, we have saved best for the last. So today, sir is concluding with a very important thing, and that is inner peace, inner happiness. Because basically, we want all of you to be very happy and enjoy your stay here at MIT. Okay, and thank you so much, sir. We are so much honored. I felt very nice, almost like transported to another world. And really, this kind of feedback the students gave, the questions they asked, I felt they are really matured kids and a wonderful 10th batch. So this is my 10th batch. So I'm very much excited. So it is not one academic year has started. It is like we are transforming, we are creating good citizens who will transform healthcare, who will transform environment, and overall the society. So I'm so happy. Thank you all so much. And once again, very much with due regards, I thank Acharya Shivamji for this wonderful session. And it is not over, students. I think I'll be very happy, sir, if you can come sometimes to our institute on a designated, time and day and interact more with students. You can have one-on-one sessions with the students. I'll connect with you again, so that if anything small thing bothering them, they can come and talk to you and feel more relaxed and more at peace with yourself. All right. So with this, we'll conclude this particular session. Thank you, sir, and please accept a small souvenir from our side.